Hey guys, this is Potiphar with another video, and today we are going to be doing an unboxing of the silver version of Revive Phoenix 10 Friction. Now, before I get into this, I will say you can get this on eBay, and I will actually have it in the description below. That's where I end up getting it. This is actually a WBBA, if I remember correctly, if that was the actual thing here. I actually have a little, yeah, it should be WBBA. So this was a prize from back then. If you scanned a code and you actually got something from it, I actually have one of the scan codes from the other video that I just did. I'm hiding the code up just in case, but this is kind of what you got. This is from the Chozi Achilles. As you can see, Chozi Achilles 00 Dimension. If you haven't seen the video, go ahead and watch that video for me. Otherwise, review on this one. So this is going to be the silver version, or the skeleton version of Revive Phoenix, and just like my Achilles, I got this guy at the same time, so I went ahead and opened it in the same video. Prior to, if you do remember that, and I didn't like the video, so this is where this video is coming from. It is just a remake for the unboxing, so this has already been unboxed. So here is the everything on top. So you can look at the Cartomy channel on YouTube. You scan that code, you get right to that video, right to that channel. My bad. The Cartomy logo right there, the B00 booster. The Revive Phoenix black and white, and I do like the black and white aesthetic. I'm actually going to keep this box because of this. It is actually an amazing looking box, by the way. And here is everything on the back of it. Basically, it's just the Revive Phoenix outlook, just in black and white, which is so good. I mean, don't get me wrong, it could be better, but come on. It's going with the black and white theme. So you get Revive Phoenix 10 and Friction. Now, Friction is a little bit gimmicky. I do like it. I do like the driver, but sometimes it can be too much. So there's a bit of that, and yes, I have been testing with this. So now you come with the gimmick here. You can see that the ring of it jumps off, or the armor, whatever case may be, when in battle, and that actually stays into the stadium, so you can't actually take it out. You got Sad Pac-Man. If you remember the reference, please leave a thumbs up. Just if you remember the reference, I will respect you always. But yeah, Sad Pac-Man. Okay. Barcode here, don't really care. No one really cares about that. And then showing you the correct way of doing it. And then there's this big long shipping sticker, which I don't care about. It's showing you basically how to put them on by the metal ring, not by the layer or by the armor, because the armor will actually come off. Like I said, that's its gimmick. So without further ado, let's go ahead and open this up. And like I said, this was already opened up, so it is already put together. Woo! And to give it a better view, let's go and do a little close up. Okay, that's a little too close then. So, there is the silver Revive Phoenix, or skeleton Revive Phoenix. This is actually the best looking one in my opinion, with the crystal clear layer here, which I can go ahead and show you here. So this is the armor, metal. You can see with the rivets. Rivets usually mean it's metal, but it looks fantastic. It looks like ice or crystal or something like that, and there's a reason why I didn't put the stickers on here. Now, don't get me wrong, I still have the stickers, and I will always keep the stickers just in case, but I'm not going to put these on because this just looks incredible as is. I mean, come on. Like, that just looks incredible. You cannot lie, that doesn't. Now, these marks right here, right there, and right there, that came from me test spinning, what is it, Zvylongness that I have, and it actually ended up hitting this really hard while it was in dormant state. Yeah, you can see what paint chipped, and I might even go over that with just a tiny bit of silver, like metallic silver paint, like just the very lightest brush to there, just to keep it, good, because I actually really enjoy Phoenix. Phoenix is probably one of my favorite Beyblades ever, other than Joker. So here is the full look and standout of it, so you can see that real quick. So you do get, like I said, Revive Phoenix 10 and Friction. let's go over the layer first. So we did already see a bunch of this. We saw details of it. So this is Phoenix. This looks really, really nice, stickerless with the stickers, which I'll actually show probably a picture as I make everyone's eyes just go insane. Picture right here of where I am, just to show you the difference between the actual pictures, between the sticker and the actual non-stickerless. That's why I do really enjoy the stickerless one. It just looks, in my opinion, so much better. On top of that, you can also make the best looking perfect Phoenix off of this. And even though I don't have Dead Phoenix right now, I will be making Dead Phoenix, or I will be making Perfect Phoenix here when I get Dead Phoenix. Next we have the 10 disc. The 10 disc honestly is really, really good. It's not too heavy, it's not too light, and it is pretty around here. Yes, it does have those sharp divots, but it's not as sharp or as pronounced as like the zero drive or this double zero driver or double zero disc. Why am I saying driver? Either way, it's the ring here is much better. It's actually much more round, and I cannot wait till I get my gold disc version of this. If you guys know that, it's kind of hinting at something in the future, because it's gonna go with my Judgment Joker. And finally, we have the friction driver. No stick up, but there is an indent there. I know you guys can't really see it that well, but that is the marking. And if you guys want to see the marking onto it, woo, come on, focus, focus. I said, oh, there we go. There's the friction driver. Okay, so here is the actual friction driver itself. This plastic, this is actually plastic right here, the white part. It's actually that PVC, or the actual plastic from a bearing driver here. So when it decides to focus, when it decides focusing, it's actually this plastic piece from friction or from a bearing driver, just in a fuller form and not as steep here, and no bearing. This is also a Hasbro version of it, so get the fuck out of here. The black part here is actually rubber. It's actually not. It's not the same rubber as in, like, let me get him real quick. He's actually right behind me. And it's not the same rubber as him, where it's this part right here, and as you can see, he is getting beat the hell up. But so I'm gonna get probably another layer of him in the future, because the pure Joker is going through so much. But still, it's a little different. It's not the same rubber, but it does, when it does do its job, it's actually doing a lot more. Because whenever it hits, if it hits the stadium on that rubber, it's actually going to give it some attack. And I honestly don't see this driver as an attack driver. I see it more as a defense driver. However, that does not mean that it doesn't ring itself out. That's the issue I have with Revive Phoenix. It's actually ringing itself out a lot more than I anticipated. So without further ado, let's go ahead and show you the actual part here. How it looks, and this is the entire bay. It looks really nice. I would like a clear skirt around it, but right now, from what I know of, we don't actually have one. So this is all I can, push to do. As well as, I know some people might be wondering about how his armor does come off. So in the battle, while he's spinning, he's actually going to be hitting the Beyblade. The other Bay is going to hit the armor and it's going to make it pop off. Now, how does this work? Well, if you look here, see there's a little white tab here. This white tab also has a trigger button, which, let me get this out, because I don't want to shine the light. It's going to put a shadow in there. It has a button here. This button, when shaken out, comes out if the teeth here are turned. So let me go ahead and show you. So as he is being launched, come on. So as he is being launched, you can see that that's just resting up against the button. But if, let's say, I do one click, well, now the button can be pushed out. That makes this part much easier for this ring to go ahead and move around. So if I were to just go ahead and do that, so let's say I want to get this ring off because it's not going to be able to come off, but I don't want to have any clicks. Well, you can hear kind of how hard it is for that to happen. So there, I can't really put it back on because of the way it works. So how you do that is when you launch it, and this is where his teeth come into play, because his teeth aren't the greatest at the beginning. So this is where his teeth come into play. So if you click it once, this is the same thing. It's one clicked over. So this, watch this. See it pushing out? You can see it's much easier to come off. And that's where its teeth come in, because whenever it gets to there, it's actually will go to here. Now this is where it's actually the best part, because this tooth, for some reason, on mine, I don't know if it's on all of them, but on mine, really stiff. So here's his teeth. So you can see here, the very first tooth, very weak. And that will come up with this. But after that, all the other teeth here are pretty good, and then it comes to that really big sharp gap right there, and that's the very final one that gets pushed out. So that's the one you want out of everything. And my driver fell underneath the table that I'm recording on, so that's a great one. Oh, and it went all the way back there. Hey, I got it. Ah, I got it. So that actually brings us to the end of the video. So I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did want to buy this Beyblade, I will send you a link, or I'll actually have the link in the description below of the eBay seller that I bought it from. And without further ado, here is the beauty. So again, if you did enjoy the video, go ahead and leave a thumbs up. If you did not, leave a thumbs down, and comment down below telling me what I could do better. I really need it. And until next time, see you guys on the other side.